You ever have that feeling when a group just clicks, like you're all on the same wavelength?
I think we all have, definitely.
Yeah, well, that's how it is with this group of friends. Alex, Chris,
Yeah.
Taylor, Riley, Morgan, Skylar, Casey. We've been through so much together.
Must be quite a story.
Oh, it is. And that's what today's deep dive is all about. Like, how did this group even become a thing?
How did these amazing friendships evolve?
Exactly. And what makes them tick? You know,
Yeah.
what makes us so effective as a team?
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, by exploring this, our listeners can learn a thing or two about building those kinds of bonds in their own lives.
Now, when you say evolve, that implies it wasn't instant. This wasn't some love at first sight friendship thing.
Oh, no, definitely not. It was more like a slow burn, discovering shared values, recognizing each other's strengths, kind of a gradual process. Like with Alex at first. I thought they were a bit too careful.
Ah, yes. The grounded one, always providing that stability, the historical context.
Exactly. But then I realized that Alex's groundedness, that's what helps us avoid those impulsive decisions.
Makes you think long term.
Absolutely. Invaluable, that is.
Absolutely.
Then you've got Chris, polar opposite, right? We met at this crazy last-minute event thing, total chaos.
Oh, wow.
And Chris just thrived on it, like instantly adapted.
See, that adaptability is crucial in any group, that dynamic energy to navigate the unexpected.
And you're telling me.
Right.
And get this, those two, Alex and Chris,
Yeah.
totally different personalities, but they work so well together. Like they balance each other out.
Opposites attract, right. Sometimes at least.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Taylor. Remember I mentioned that chaotic event? Well, Taylor swooped in, single-handedly organized the entire thing. I mean it.
Yeah.
Like a whirlwind of
Right.
efficiency.
You efficiency expert. Optimizing resources, streamlining processes, that's a role that often gets overlooked, but man, is it ever essential for a team to actually function.
Tell me about it. Taylor just makes everyone's lives easier. Seriously. Frees us up to focus on other things, you know,
Sure.
like Riley's strategic thinking.
Yeah.
There was this one time we were all feeling lost, this big community project, we were working on it, and just stuck. Riley stepped in with this long-term vision, help us refocus.
Back to the big picture. That's the strategist, right? The one who keeps everyone aligned, moving towards that common goal. Easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and lose sight of the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Riley brings you all back.
Totally. And speaking of purpose,
Mm-hmm.
that's where Morgan comes in. Our ethical compass, always making sure our decisions are considerate, human-centered. We met through volunteering, actually.
Yeah.
And I was immediately drawn to their compassion, that sense of fairness.
It's really fascinating how each of you came into this group, with your own distinct role, almost like puzzle pieces fitting
Oh,
together.
absolutely. And we can't forget Skylar,
Yeah.
the connector, right? They can bridge our group to, like, the outside world. Resources, collaborators, you name it. We've met so many incredible people thanks to them. People who've helped us grow in ways we never even imagined.
That kind of role, often unrecognized, but man, is it vital for any team's success, not operating in a vacuum, connecting to the wider world.
100%. And then there's Casey, the innovator, always pushing boundaries, challenging the status quo, makes us think bigger, bolder. We actually met at a conference. Casey was presenting this, like, radical new idea.
I sense a pattern here. Each of you bring this unique strength to the table, right? And they complement each other. No one's stepping on toes. Everyone's contribution is valued.
Yes. That mutual respect, that appreciation, that's what makes us special. I mean, Alex might roll their eyes at Chris's impulsiveness sometimes, but deep down, they admire that creative spark. Chris, they need constant change, but they know they can always count on Alex's steadiness. It's an interesting balance.
And Taylor making everyone's lives easier with that efficiency. Riley keeping you all inspired with the strategic thinking. Morgan, always the ethical compass. Skylar expanding your possibilities, connecting you to the world. It's really remarkable.
It is. And it's not just talk, you know? It translates into action. Got a complex problem, boom.
Yeah.
Alan for the historical context. Chris for the on-the-fly solutions. Riley for the long-term strategy. Resource constraints. No sweat. Taylor's got it. Ethical dilemma. Morgan's our compass. Need to venture into uncharted territory. Casey will lead the charge.
It's all about balance, isn't it? Stability and flexibility, efficiency and exploration, big picture vision and human focus.
Yeah, and the best part, we have so much fun doing it, honestly. We laugh, we support each other. I mean, we genuinely admire each other's talents. It's a true friendship, built on mutual respect, appreciation.
And a shared purpose.
Oh, yeah, making a positive impact.
It really makes you think, What are those qualities that you value most in your own relationships? How can you foster that same level of respect and appreciation in your own circles?